say camera, but it's so weird being here. It's so weird. It's kind of surreal. I don't even know what to call it. I'm about to pack up all my calculators. I've got to get all the batteries out, pack up the calculators. I'm not really here to clean. We get to be here. Today is Wednesday. We get to be here Thursday and Friday. This week's technically the last week of school. We have until May 20th, but seniors are done May 15th, which is Friday. It's so weird being here. So, like, it still says March. My schedule's still up. I had everything ready for when we came back. Luckily, it wasn't any assignments, but hall passes and a review sheet. And it's so empty in here. So sad. Finally brought my camera, but don't have a memory card, of course. So I'm leaving. This is day 3 now. I'm leaving. I don't know when I'll be back, which really sucks. I just took everything down from here, erased everything. Calculators are gone. I erased the calendar. I picked up some things. I threw a lot of trash away. All the old tests that I had and everything like that, I threw all that away. But when it comes to teaching in an organization, I'm very particular about what I like. Like, I want every unit, I want notes, I want keys, I want worksheets, I want tests, I want it all organized, I want it digital and hard copy. And like I've started, or I've got some of them separated, but a lot of this is just a big old mess, and I want to sit here and get it all sorted out before next year, because that's what I do at the end of the year. I get all this done. We didn't get to do all that, so I'm like, when am I going to have time to do that? And I'm really hoping I can come in next week, or I don't know if they're going to have any other days that we could really come up here, but I really, really hope so, because I want to get this done. So we'll see, but in the meantime, I'm leaving, but I've got to say bye for now. I'll see you later. I miss my kids. This room's not meant to be empty. Alright. Until then. Alright, so if you can't tell, this vlog's already a little bit kind of all over the place. I really wanted to film my last couple days in the classroom because, because of coronavirus, quarantine, pandemic, whatever you want to call the crazy 2020 series. It's a series because, every episode is different with a new thriller, new drama, new situation going on. But everybody's situation's different. I'd like to do like a separate quarantine video, separate COVID-19 video, and just kind of talk about how we've done during quarantine and COVID. I don't know, I'm getting off topic here. I'd really like to be able to incorporate more kind of teaching stuff into either YouTube or Instagram or both. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to do end of year COVID style vlog of me leaving my classroom. I didn't vlog as much as I wanted to because I really wasn't sure when my last day was gonna be. I'm kind of awkward about vlogging in front of other people still, so nobody was there those 3 days I was up there. But my last day in my actual classroom, everybody was at the school. Not everybody, we had waves of people, but so the last clip that you just saw was from May 15th, that Friday. We had 3 days to clean out our room. So those 3 days I did spend doing my checkout procedures, and then I did organizing all those papers on the back wall. I organized 39 weeks. I have it kind of lined up, not really. but I was working on getting all that organized, getting the digital stuff organized. I'm not done yet, of course, and there's some other stuff that I want to do to make it better, make it easier, make it more accessible. And I do want to do like a video on that one day. So I didn't get to like actually show a lot of footage of me doing these kinds of things, and because believe me, my classroom was way more empty than the clip that you just saw afterwards. And I wish I would have gotten that. I should have, but like I said, other people were there and we were leaving together and stuff like that, and it was just kind of a bittersweet moment. So I was just wanting to get a teacher's side of this whole COVID thing, and I mean, it definitely had its ups and downs. My school was the school that when this happened, we were already out on spring break. We were already out for a week. So we were like, oh, cool. You know, one more week off. Like, we get a 2-week spring break. Cool. Who wouldn't want that? Then it turned into a month. And then it turned into the rest of the year. That's when it kind of hit. And it was just like, oh, crap. Like, and I'm starting to get teary-eyed now, which is weird because I haven't in a long time. If you follow me on Instagram, you know, you're probably sick of me crying, because on Instagram I not voice my opinions, but I shared if something made me upset or I didn't, you know, I wanted to share something about quarantine. I definitely did. I mean, you've seen it. You've seen on Facebook, you've seen on Instagram, you've seen on TikTok. Some of the things that the people are having to go through. And like, during quarantine, you can't even have a baby shower. You can't even have, like, you can't go see a friend. You can't go see someone that's sick, someone that died. And yet they can't even go to their funeral because it's too many people. And it's like, what? You know, some of my kids say, you know, I asked them, how was your Easter? And they were like, well, it was okay. I didn't do anything. I just sat at home. Or, you know, some people make the best of it, which is great. And then some are just like, I mean, what else were we supposed to do? Just watch TV? And it's like, we're being deprived of our normal everyday lives. And I get it. It's, you know, a pandemic, but it's just, it's hard to deal with. And I think the people that it hit the most, obviously besides the people that are sick, but I think the people that it hit the most are teachers and students, because everything was ripped out from underneath us, and we just, here, this is what we're doing. Do it. Like, you haven't been trained, you haven't, I mean, yes, we got lucky, we're using a program that we've always technically used. You're thrown into this, like, unknown oblivion, like, here, this is how it's gonna go, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully what we're gonna do at the end of the year, what we're gonna do for grades, what are we gonna do for this, what are we gonna do for, it was a mess, and it was hard. It was exciting. I really enjoyed it at first. I had a lot of ups and downs working with my team or figuring out how to do things, how to get these kids motivated. But, I mean, there's only so much you can do, especially being online. And you can't monitor if they're cheating, if they're doing the work, if they're trying, if they're just guessing. You can't monitor any of that. But same vice versa. You can't, it's hard to be like, okay, well, you got this one wrong. Let's take the time to sit back and figure out why or what we did wrong. And it's like, they don't want to do that. They don't have the time for that. I don't have the time for that. Like, some of the stuff I was doing would take all day anyways, or I do a couple things and next I know it's already 1 o'clock. I've already skipped lunch, and it's like, whoa, okay. And then even me as a teacher, I would lose motivation. And I'm like, I'll do that later. I'll do that later. I'll do that later. And the next thing I know, it's Thursday, and I'm like, crap, I have to have everything ready by Friday at 2 p.m. And it's like, where's the time gone? And so, you know, you put yourself in the kid's situation where it's like, well, you're sitting at home all day. I don't want to do my work. Not right away, not first thing in the morning. You know, some of my parents even said, well, let me know if he's not getting his work done, because he is in his homework seat in his school seat from 8 to 2 every single day. And it's funny, and it's like, oh geez, like, whoa, but I get it. I mean, and if you're at home, if you're able to do that with your kids, why not? I mean, keep a routine for them as best as you can. We got very lucky with our boys because their daycare was open the whole time, so I didn't have to, like, I am so thankful I didn't have to worry about working from home with them home with me. But I am 1,000 times grateful that they have been able to stay in daycare literally since day one of quarantine, because without it, I promise you, I would not be stable right now. Like, I give props to all the parents that are complaining and saying, oh my gosh, homeschooling's so hard, and having to stay home with your kids 24/7 while trying to work or not trying to work or working from home, whatever. I give props to you, because I couldn't do it, especially with how many people are living in this house right now while we're living on our in-laws and working from home and all that. I would not be able to do it, so I give props to y'all. I really do. At first, I really did enjoy the online learning, and yes, a couple people struggled. They're going to. Every kid learns differently, but I had a lot of people that were like, oh, I really like this. I can go at my own pace. I can go back and rewatch the videos. I can do this. I can do this. And I'm like, great, that's amazing. I'm so glad that this is working out better for you. So I'm hoping in the future, even if we go back to classroom, whatever the future looks like, I want to keep this online component. Our school has actually already said no matter what happens next year, you will make sure that you have this online component. And I actually think that's a great idea, because I mean, it can only benefit a kid. It's just an extra piece that they can use and that they have access to, you know, whether it's at home or at school or whichever. So I am really excited about that part. The bad side of the online learning is halfway, if not a little more halfway through everything, and I don't want to say this as a teacher, it's not that I gave up on the math, it's not that I gave up on the learning. I mean, I did my part, and I planned, and I put what I thought was the best material to put together for them, but I got to the point where the math didn't matter. I got to the point where, yes, I kept track of, okay, they got 4 out of 5 questions right, they got 2 out of 7 questions right, whatever it may be. I kept track of it, but every single week I asked a question. How was Easter? How was your weekend? If you had 3 wishes, what would they be? What are some good things? What are some bad things about quarantine? What is a significant moment in your life that you will never forget? Could be bad, could be good, could be both. Could be one of each. And then the last week I had asked, what is something you wish I knew about you? What is something you wish you knew about me? Oh, I'm gonna cry again. That's what I looked forward to at the end of this whole online learning. Like I said, I didn't care about the math. I didn't care if they did well or not. Yes, I care, but obviously next year is going to be a whole other thing. We don't know where it's going to go. All I cared about was talking to them. I wanted to know how they were doing. I told them how I was doing. I sent them pictures and I said, we did this, you know, we had a cook-off challenge. I told them about my early Mother's Day gift. I told them about the surprise trip we took to San Antonio. Anything that they wanted to know, I told them. I had a lot of people that wouldn't respond or that wouldn't reply to my responses, but when I was asking them these questions, you know, they would reply back, and then I'd ask another question, or I'd be like, oh wow, that's awesome, like, or oh my gosh, you draw, like, send me pictures please, I want to see. Some of them I've seen, some of them I haven't. Some of them have picked up new hobbies, some of them are working on things that they never have a chance to, which is my biggest thing. That's what I've done myself. I've picked up on a lot of new things that I've always wanted to do but don't have time for, especially as a teacher. But now I'm doing them thanks to COVID. Like, that's the one good thing that I'm getting out of them. There's been some students that I didn't really get a good chance to get to know in class, or I did a little bit but not deep down. I feel like I made a whole other side of relationships with some of these students when we went online, and it's just, like I said, towards the end, I just didn't care about the math. I didn't care about the learning. I cared about the kids and knowing that they were okay and knowing that they're doing fine, that they're getting through it, their family's getting through it or not. Maybe I'll try to leave some clips of what some of the kids have said. I had so many kids that were so thankful that they were like, you're the only teacher interacting with us. You're the only one trying. You're the only one asking us how we're doing. And they're so thankful. I tell my kids, like, this is why I stand up on that first day of school and I tell them about the type of teacher that I want to be, that I don't want to just be their teacher. I want to be their friend. I want to be their confidant, someone that they can come to, someone that they can confide in, that they can trust, that they can know that I'm here for them no matter what. I don't care if it's school related, personal, social, home, whatever. I don't care what it is. I'm here for them. This has been my best teaching year yet. I'm so thankful for it. I'm so thankful for getting this opportunity to be closer to home. I've never made relationships like this before. I never have. And I'm so thankful for it. And it's changed me as a person. It's changed me as a teacher. And I'm very grateful for it. And God, I'm a mess. And I haven't even started talking about seniors, and I'm already 15 minutes into this video. I mean, all I can say is this goes for my seniors too, times 1,000 more. I don't think I even have to explain how heartbroken teachers are for our seniors, how heartbroken parents are, how heartbroken seniors are. Y'all don't deserve this. It's not fair. You deserve everything in the world for you. I'm very proud of my school for still trying to put on a prom and a graduation. We did finally have to cancel the prom. That's not going to happen at all. That was just like a week or two ago, but they're still going to put on an in-person graduation. And I don't want to say anything bad about these other schools, but the ones that are just like, nope, we're doing virtual, it's not the same. It's not the same at all. It's not fair to these kids. They've worked so hard. They want to walk across that stage so bad. That's the one thing that they look forward to. I'm just really glad that my school's trying their best to get that done and make sure that those kids get those moments. We've also done Adopt a Senior. I've adopted a few of my seniors and I got them gifts. I went ahead and I've only got about 17 seniors, and so I reached out to all of them trying to get information so I could get them all a little gift or at least a little thank you note or something, and trying to see them before they leave. And sadly I didn't have very many reach out. I have not tried again. I need to. This is my goal for this week and next week, to get that done and over with, because I would love to be able to see my seniors one more time. I did go see a few of them and they were the best moments. They really were. They were so thankful. The fact that teachers were willing to do this for them and to give them a gift or just a thank you and just a hug and love you and miss you and can't wait to see you thrive and go out into the world and do great things. And oh, my battery's dying. I gotta wrap this up. Once again, sorry this vlog's all over the place, and apparently now it's turned into a sit down with me kind of video to explain teaching through COVID-19. But I think it's great. I'm going to include a couple clips. We've just got to take what we've got and have a great summer, and really, we're not going to take things for granted anymore, and we're going to look forward to August and getting ready for school again. Sorry I gotta end this quick. It's probably for the best because since I'm already at 20 minutes. I've been wanting to do a video like this for a while. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and leave us any comments or if you have any questions too. Thank you so much.